Yeah. So, hi and good morning and good evening to everyone. Whoever have joined from US, good evening to them, and other part of the world, good morning to them. My name is Sanjay, and I have around 10 plus years of experience in SAP testing, Tosca automation, and currently I'm serving as a test architect in my current organization. This complete course will be based on your SAP um, automation with Tosca. I'll quickly share my screen. Please let me know once my screen is visible to you guys. Anyone can confirm on that. Yeah. Can anyone confirm if my screen is
Yes,
visible to
yes,
you?
we can see.
Thank you. Yeah. So today we are going to see overview of Tosca and through the slides, and then if we will see a small demo how to automate the test cases and other things, and we'll see our course content, what is the course content, what we are going to learn, what you're going to cover in this actual session, and then I'll keep some time for question and answers to handle your anything, any doubt, concerns, whatever you have, right? So we will allow some time for that. So let's proceed. So you might be knowing what is Tosca, or you might be hearing lot about Tosca. Okay. So, but however, I'll begin. What is Tosca? Okay. So Tosca stand for Topology Orchestration Service Virtualization. Okay. And it's a model based test automation. So what is model based test automation? It is a completely codeless tool. You do not have to know any coding to do automation using Tosca. So earlier, right, when we say how the evolution, could you please give me a moment? Yeah. So when we say about evolution of testing, right? So initially we started with the manual testing. Okay. So we were doing manual testing, and then we came up with automation testing using coding languages, and then in early 2000s, right, 2000 something, 5 6 something, we came up with I think 2010 we came up with model based testing. That was one of the example was Tosca, which came up with model based testing, which was a completely codeless approach. And then now slowly, right, in future we are moving to a AI based testing. So implementing of a new technology, right, does not eradicate the earlier technology. Still in industry, people do manual testing, people do coding, people do model based testing. It's just an addition to the testing which improves the result. So Tosca, whatever we are going to see here, it's a completely model based test automation, which is nothing but a completely codeless approach of automating. A person who doesn't know coding, right, they can they can utilize this tool and automate the things. Now, having said that, how many technologies that Tosca support? It support around 160 plus technologies. Okay, let it be web application, let it be desktop application, or anything. Okay, like from your SAP, ServiceNow, PDF, Excel, APIs, whatever you say, right? Mostly you can automate through this particular Tosca commander. You can, it supports mobile automation. So if your company is using a mobile application, for example in a warehouse, you'll be using a mobile application to receive the good, to post the goods issue. So there it can support, it can automate mobile automation. So it can automate GUI and non GUI. It supports API. And the most beautiful things of this particular thing is, right, it has inbuilt test data management. Okay. So if you want to handle large set of data, you can handle test through test data management. That is, there are two methods of managing this thing. One is through TCD, that is called test case design, another is called test data service. So both are covered in our training session. So we will be seeing in future how those things are there. Now I'm not sure if many of you have aware of this orchestrated service virtualization, but Tosca supports orchestrated service virtualization, that is OSP technology. So it simulates an application. I request other people to go on a mute if you are yeah, fine, great. So I'll give you an overview of this orchestrated service virtualization in upcoming session. What is this? So these are all things like risk-based testing, exploratory testing, API testing, all these things, whatever you see, right? You can perform through Tosca Commander. Okay. So moving to the next slide. So as I was mentioning, Tosca is a model-based test automation, and it automates end-to-end for around 160 plus technology, and it has inbuilt test data management, and we can perform risk-based testing through test case design section. So you can generate different instances, different combination of data, and you can prioritize the test based on the business risk. Okay. So um, when I say different combination of data, right, you can reduce the unnecessary test cases what you want through the test case design section. All those things we will be seeing in our training. And I said you like OSB technology, continuous delivery, and something else out of the box that is called DEX, distributed execution. So you can integrate your Tosca with any tool like Jenkins and GitHub Actions. And this DEX part alone, right? So how to schedule a DEX execution, how to install Tosca command or Tosca server, we'll be seeing in our training. So how to schedule a DEX execution also we'll be seeing in our training. Suppose this, for people who don't know, this is just a parallel execution. Suppose if you want to execute a test cases in a light out fashion, in a parallel execution in a different RDP machines, right? So you can use distributed execution. Okay, this is nothing but a parallel execution. You trigger execution from your system, and it distribute along all around the different RDP machine. So this is something about DEX we will be seeing in our training going forward. And now I have talked about model based testing, saying that Tricentis Tosca is a model based automation tool. So what is model based and how it interact with an application? Okay, so we will see in the next slide. So let's suppose this is a system under test. For example, I'll come to this particular shop, demo web shop. This is from Tricentis itself. Now you have this system under test. You are going to automate this application. You're going to automate, and there are different elements present here, different attribute present here. The email with text box, remember me with check button, login with button. Here login with a link. You want to enter your URL, different categories over here. And so you want to identify this element, and you want to make it unique. So generally in coding, right, we get this unique ID, we get this XPath ID, and we make it unique. Similarly, in model based testing, right, we are going to scan those elements through module. So this is something called module. What module does, right? Module stores your technical information. So you scan this element, you can turn on, we will see in a demo, a smaller demo. So you can turn on this, you can open your application, you can scan this whole page, and you can identify this element, make it unique with a different properties. We have a different techniques of making it unique, different methods of making it unique, identifying the element. We are going to see all those, how to make it more robust in nature so that it doesn't fail, how to create a library out of this, we will be seeing it. So we'll identify the element, we'll store its technical property in a module, and with the help of this module, right, we will build test cases. We will just drag and drop, and we will build the test cases. Once we have built the test cases, right, so this is example. Suppose this is application button, drop down, radio button, links, whatever you have. Okay, we'll scan all those, we'll create our test cases. This is my test case, and then this is my test step. We'll create a test step using module. We'll give our value. After giving our value, we'll provide the action mode, what we want to perform. We want to perform input here in this case. So we are going to do all this, and we're going to build our test cases. So this is just a theoretical part. I'll show you even in the practical. So this I was talking about, this is a script based testing, and this is a model based testing. In a script, you write a certain command code over here. When you see here, you write a particular code, and in model based testing, you scan it and you create a test step out of that. So this is the difference in a nutshell. And as I was talking, right, it support 160 plus technology like mobile, SAP, any HTML, .NET, database testing, Salesforce testing, PDF testing, Snow testing, ServiceNow. So all this, right? These are only some of the application which is mentioned over here. But there are so many platforms, so many technologies which it supports. Okay. Now we will see what is the flow. Okay. What is the end-to-end flow look like in an automation? You're automating an application. Think we have spoken about module, how to use module, how to scan module and create a test cases. So you're going to scan the module, store the technical information, create a test case out of it. Now, once you create a test case out of it, you need to handle data, right? You need to have some data sheet to provide for your test cases. You can't keep it as a hard coded data. So what you will do is you will create test case design section, test cases, TCD section in Tosca. So we are going to see all this particular section in Tosca. So we are going to attach our TCD, link our TCD with test cases. We are going to see how can we generate different instances in TCDs, different combination of data in TCDs. So once the data is variabilized, right, we are going to execute this test cases through execution list. In execution list, we are going to uh, print the report. We are going to see how to print the report and everything. We are going to see over there. Okay. Now, I think I have spoken more about modules. What is um, what is module, what it in store, and everything. So these are just simple attribute of the module like button, link button, radio button, all those things. Anything and everything, right? You can scan through module, and you can make it unique through the different properties like ID, class name, inner text. So I'm going to explain what are the different techniques of making it unique. uh, what are different properties you need to use to make the module unique in upcoming sessions. So now I'll stop here before moving forward, right? I'll just stop here, give a pause here, and look for some questions if anyone has any questions.
Hi, this is Vishal.
Yes, Vishal.
Actually, I have questions. When we take any recorded session, it means sorry, recorded in the website. So test cases will be automatically create here or what?
No, no. See, you will be scanning through modules. Okay, so there are two options in Tosca. One is ARA, Automation Recording Assistant, but through those, right, your test cases will not be stable. But when you're creating you have to first scan those application. When you scan it, you are building your module. Okay, once you build your module, then you have to drag and drop your module in your test case section to create a test steps. Okay, it will not automatically create. So we will see this. We will see how to build a whole end-to-end test cases, how to scan the module, how to create a test case out of it, how to link the test sheet, what data we are going to use, and then how can we execute those through from execution list, how can we generate the report, right? We will be seeing all those. Okay.
Okay, okay. And regarding Tosca, actually, How to get access Tosca? You have provided access.
Yeah, we will provide the access for Tosca.
Okay. And other about
And
SAP,
SAP too.
yeah, SAP.
Yeah, SAP, we will provide access. We will help you in downloading, and we'll provide few IDs of SAPs. You can use that. We will provide access to SAP SD module. So that is a part of the course. SAP SD, we are going to cover it, Raju.
It will be lifetime or only 2 months.
No, no, it won't be lifetime. It is a paid thing, right? So if you want it for lifetime, then you have to pay and take it. It is
Okay.
monthly charge basis. Institute is going to support for few months during training, and then if you wish to take a separate license for yourself, institute will help you.
It's a too costly, no? But SAP.
No, it's not very costly. It's not that costly. You can check with Isha Training. It's not very too costly, I believe. It's not.
Okay. So in this, we get the knowledge of functional SAP functional also, right?
Yeah, I'll be teaching you SAP. So the part of this course will be divided into two sections. Since this is an SAP with Tosca, right? So you have to know how does SAP work and the basic flow in SAP SD. So we will be covering. I'll be going through course content where I will show you. We will be covering two module. One module we will automate. Other module functional knowledge I will transfer to you guys. And so from basics, right, how SAP SD flow work, how the order to cash cycle work, if you're aware of that. So we will cover that. I will teach you that, and then we will automate the same applications over there.
So
Hi,
can
hi, this
can
is Prithvi.
Yeah, Prithvi.
Yeah, there's a question. So here in our course, will we cover TTA Tricentis test automation or extended ET extended Tricentis automation? So which one will be in replace?
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
Tricentis test automation, we are using ETA or TTA version of Tricentis. So there are
Asking
extended test
version. If you're
yeah,
asking
version.
version, then it is 2025.1. That is the latest version from Tricentis. What we will be using it, and
Okay.
it
Is it extended version or normally there are few things, right? Extended Tricentis and as well as normal TTA also. So wherein 50 test cases can be used. So it's a
No,
kind
no.
of limited
You
version or
can automate
extended
any
version.
number of test cases over here. So you will get we will be providing you the license of this particular Tyson Tosca. You can automate
Okay.
any number of test cases, but again, this will be for training, right?
Yeah. Well,
I'm
yeah.
not
Yeah.
sure why will you get automate 50 plus test cases.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
Yeah, so
Sanjay.
yeah,
Yes,
go ahead.
Satish,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, Sanjay. Sanjay, in SAP, there are so many modules, right? So which you going to teach, Sanjay? Because
Our
mm,
training will be mainly focused with sales and distribution. With that order to cash cycle, we will learn the functional knowledge. We will automate them. We will make use of best practices. We'll create all libraries, all everything, data, everything I'll be providing to you.
okay,
Again, there's one more module that is called material management, where we have procure to pay cycle. So
okay,
I will transfer the knowledge of that particular thing with a practical thing. You can take it as a project to develop on your own, and you can automate it. So one module, if you know to automate, right, we are going to make use of all the standard modules, all the best practices. We are going to do it. Okay. So once you know one
okay,
module to automate, other module will be very simple for you to automate. So you can take it as a project and automate and give it to me. Okay.
okay. So how many modules are there actually in SAP, Sanjay? So
In
in
SAP,
SAP,
there is multiple module, okay, but as a part of training, we will be covering these two modules.
okay. So two modules we automate and we know the knowledge. So automatically we
You can do
know
anything. You
everything.
can
We
do
can do
anything.
anything. Okay,
Just you have to know. See, you automate one module, okay. I'm telling
okay,
you, and go to the industry. Mostly the
okay,
demand in industry, most demanding module is MM and SD. Okay, and
Okay.
third, like again, equivalently it come to the finance module also. But if you know to
Okay.
automate these two modules, right, and
Mm.
if you go to a company and if they teach you the flow, right, like navigate to this T code, navigate to this page and do it, the functional manual knowledge is transferred to you, right? You can easily automate on
Okay.
your own, okay? There won't be any difficulties. I can give you that assurance.
Okay, Sanjeev, thank you.
Hmm.
We learn material management right now.
Yeah, procure to pay cycle. You will be learning it. That will be that I will teach you as a theoretical and practical in the system. Automating part you have to do it on your own.
Okay.
Will you
So
also
after
cover
the,
configuring of Tosca after installing it, Sanjay?
Yes, we will help you with configuring of Tosca. We will help you with SAP configurations, everything, all the infrastructure what you require it for this training to complete. You will be having that.
So when you say configuration, is setting up the folder structure and setting up the libraries and everything, or is it something else also?
So starting from your workspace creation, setting up folder. So I do have experience in building a test automation framework from my scratch. Okay, just to know you. So I'll help you design your test cases, design your framework in such a way, right? Like you, let's say you have joined at the very beginning of the project. Tosca is very new to your company, to you. So how can you start that? Okay, how can you build your library? How can you build your test case folder structures? How can you start converting your library? So that will be the first 4 5 session what we will be going, right? So how to build your starting framework. Okay, so we will see all those and everything from a scratch, till the expert level.
So what kind of framework are you going to use for automation?
So I told, right, this is a model based testing automation. So we are going to create module test cases, test case design, and we are going to see different types of data handling technique, then how to generate a report, custom report. So all those things we will be seeing, right? The whole.
So
Uh,
is it AI based or is it manual?
uh, Not manual for sure. Tosca Tricentis has come up with an AI this year, but still that is in beta phase. And for example, if you have any SAP Fiori application on the web, right? So or any web application, so you can just write your manual test steps over there, like a command prompt, and it will generate. It will create a module and test cases for you, but that is still in a testing phase and in a beta phase. So we will not be seeing that because it is still not a proven technology to use in the real time, and companies still not using Tricentis AI for obvious reason.
I think it's going to come live at the end of this year or early next year, something like that. Yeah.
So beta phase is already live. If people who wants to automate Fiori application, who are mostly dealing with web applications, and um, they are having their models, right? So they are going with that. It is they have planned to release the other part of it by next year, I believe. What I was attending a one webinar and they were saying it. So they have to come up with the different technologies. Suppose if you're automating an application which require like uploading a file from an Excel, going to SAP, then generating an invoice and downloading it in a PDF, and verifying the invoice document in the PDF. So you are involving Excel, SAP, PDF, okay, and sometime maybe web. So this 4 5 technologies in an end-to-end flow you are involving. Now, if you're going with an AI to automate this, maybe it may not be every technology is currently that is not supporting it. So it is in process of development. They are going to come up with some solutions to automate desktop applications also and other things. So we are soon going to have something on that also, but still it is in trial and beta phase.
Okay, thank you. And the last question is, what about API testing? You said you also cover API. Is it SAP API or is it general API?
So it's a normal API we are going to cover as part of. Why I'm covering this is because in your interview, right? Sometimes they'll ask you what is API. So Tosca can automate APIs without any coding or anything. So we are going to see some APIs like get, put, post, patch, delete. Okay, so some basics operation we will perform, how to build a test case of that, how to apply logic to that. So we will see all those. Okay.
So basically, this course will be a foundation for the certification that Tricentis is offering, the AS1, AS2, automation specialist, all those certifications, right?
Not only those, I would not say foundation. You are right. It is a foundation. You can begin with this, but also once you learn this test, like in my previous batches, I have seen. Once you have completed this whole thing, right, you will be almost equivalent to 4 to 5 years of experience person who is sitting on there over there. It all depend on your practice, your efforts. Okay, if you can. I hope my screen is still visible to you.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you see, right, we are going to see different conditional loops like while, do while. We are going to cover the whole obstacle course. Okay, so in this, right, when you cover this whole obstacles course, right, it will make you pro. We are going to see how to use regex, repetition, multi-select. You see, right, so many concepts I have given. You're going to learn about PDF automation, Excel automation, API automation, file automations, and mm, there are so many. So just I mean, few only I have named here, but as a senior level, right, who can automate anything and everything, right, will everything will be covered here. So even you're talking about API test cases, right, so we are going to see again in API we are going to see many things. If I can show you somewhere else, right, uh,
Okay.
yeah, here, yeah, if you see here API testing, so we are going to create all these test cases. I don't want to go in deep of this because in initial session this might not be known to you, but we are going to learn at least above an intermediate level. I would not say expert level because again it comes from an experience, but above an intermediate level you will be like at least 4 years of experience person who's sitting on industry, right? You can automate those test cases with like them.
And what is the cost of Tosca license these days? Because I heard it's quite expensive. A lot of companies are not using it.
I think that will be handled through Isha Institute. You can
No, I mean
talk.
in general, like a commercial license, not
Yeah,
trained
see,
license.
I mean, when you ask about commercial license, right? There are a lot of companies who are using Tosca. Okay, now why they need? It is again on their need, the business need. You can't automate an SAP application, GUI applications through any open source code. Okay, so when you and any company you see, right, who SAP has a market capture of around 60% in ERP industries, okay, enterprise resource planning. So wherever companies are using SAP, right, they have to do testing, and when they have to do testing, they build automation suites, and they when they have desktop application like SAP GUI, right, they have to go through this Tosca. There are other competitors like Worksoft and one more. I just can't remember. Give me a moment. There was
I think
Worksoft.
Squish also.
Sorry.
There's Worksoft, Squish, other things.
Yeah, something is there. Let me.
Playwright.
No, Playwright is also there, but okay, I'll get that tool name. SAP Tosca. Yeah, Worksoft certified. There are different tools. Okay, I mean, one biggest competitor is Worksoft certified. So but again there is a different advantages of using Tosca, because I have used certify and I have used Tosca. When you want your test cases in a long run, right, when you want it more stable, it depend from project to project and need to need on a company basis, they decide which suits them very well. But Tosca in the market, right, currently it has a huge demand. That is what I see. Now there are a lot of, at least in this month, right, there are a lot of openings going on for Tosca, and in a very large scale company. Okay, so there is a demand for this tool, and that's the reason most people are looking forward for this course to join.
Oh, so okay. You're going to help us get some Tosca role after this? Or
That you can talk to Isha Institute. My role is to make you perfect in this training. And yeah, but sure, why not? If I have come across any referral, right, I can help you with that. But again, it is very subjective questions. I can handle it later on.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Suren. Anyone else?
Yeah,
Hi
of
there.
the 30,
I'm
of
sorry.
the
I'm sorry.
30 sessions, how many are on the SAP side?
Sorry, can you name
Yeah, I
your
think we
name?
have about 30 sessions, right?
Yeah, yeah, Raju, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, 30 hours, yeah, 30 session, yes. So
30
initially,
hours, 30 sessions.
yeah,
So
we
how
if
many of you are,
this this hour is not a constraint. So 30 hour I have seen we can complete everything along with SAP and this thing. So when you ask how many hour for SAP in general,
Hmm,
yeah, it will be more
yeah,
than 5 6 hours. And along with that, right, you when you are automating SAP application, right, so generally we'll
hmm.
be automating SAP application only. So Tosca and SAP first 4 5 hours will be completely dedicated to SAP. Or I think um, you that is more than enough. Okay, I think getting into that, right. So immediately we will move to the Tosca automation, and SAP and Tosca will be going in parallel because the application which you're automating is SAP only. So you will have a good
So all the examples you will show for SAP only, right?
yeah,
All the
uh,
examples.
yeah, all the example I will show in SAP, but there are
Hmm,
some particular things like um, somewhere I can switch back to this again, all official website of Tricentis. Then there is
yeah.
one more this website. Then there is an obstacle course in web applications. So over here I can see there are so many mm, obstacle list which will make you pro. Okay, so there are something which are all these things are in hard, right. I will try to cover it. I'll give you as an assignment which you can do it. So suppose if you have a table like this, a scrolling table, so how you're going to automate this through the Tricentis. So
No,
uh,
but can you show the same thing in SAP? Suppose
yeah,
this
yeah,
scrolling,
I
when
will show.
all
See,
these obstacles, how we use it in SAP, that is,
yeah. So with SAP, right, I will show you each and everything, whatever table handling and table
yeah.
constraining, whatever you have, right. So this was
Hmm.
one of our last batch. I think we finished. You see here we have automated end-to-end flow of this particular test cases. Okay, and in this, right, we have covered everything. If I expand this, right, I can show you each and every concept will be covered. Okay, once
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Are you going to show us the test management as well using SAP OTC process?
test management means, what do you mean
Yeah,
by that?
the TDM. You told that the TDM will be
Right?
covered, right?
Test data management, right? Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, test it.
yes, yes. So I can show you. I mean, uh, don't get confused when I'm showing this tool, because some of you might not be familiar with this tool and they might wonder what is all this. But if you see here, right, this is the test case design, and we have done something for our um, mm, what do you say? This is one of the example which I have done it like last in the last session. So you can generate many instances with many datas. So all these things will be covered. Not only this TCD, you there
Mhm.
is one more thing called TDS, test data service. So that also will be covered mm, as part of this training. Okay.
So basically, I'm an SAP from SAP manual testing background. So
Mhm.
I'm looking forward more to learn how to manage the test data because
Mhm.
we'll be dealing with a huge test data, right? While automating. So
I can help you with that, and I can assure you, if you are already from an SAP testing background, right? So learning this course would be very easy, and getting into your next level of your career, right, will be
yeah.
very good opportunity for you if you are mm, going with this course. So anything, if your background is from SAP, if it is not also, we are going to I'm going to cover those topics, that is for sure. And but if you're already in this, then yeah, it is a very beautiful thing. What is your name, by the way?
Oh, my name is Sunita. I'm so sorry.
Suniti.
I did not. Yeah.
Are you actually also teaching data framework part is there?
Yeah, I just told, right, in Tosca, right, there is different way of handling data. One is like hard coding, other is through like configuration parameter, business parameter, buffers, test case design section, test data service. So there are 5 to 6 techniques of handling data, okay, in Tosca. So including your hard coding also. So we are going to explore all the things while in our course when we are doing it, right? So anything and whatever is required from Tosca perspective, Tosca, and I'll be teaching you everything with that. Okay.
And are you provide any dummy projects? How to it works in as per industries?
Yeah. So whatever I will teach you here, right? 90% it will be same. The tool what you will be using, the Tosca tool, the SAP things, the SAP T codes. You will be when you go to industry, right, and when you do a job over there, you'll not find much difference. Okay. Only thing, some other project knowledge what you want to gather from there, that is all you will be having. But when once you complete this course, once you're doing the whole thing right, so it will be in line from a real world only. And I will try to keep it as most as similar what it look like in a real project. And again, it depends on you how you're taking this whole thing and how you're practicing this. And at the end of the session, right, like in the middle of the session only, when we are halfway done, I'll be giving you lots of assignments where you have to complete it. And we will continue only when that particular thing is getting completed. Or if you want any working session during the class hour also, we will make sure that we dedicate somehow some of our hours, practical sessions with during the class session. Okay.
Like my concern is workflow as per the industry standards.
Yes, yes, it will be there.
Workflow it will be same, right? Because
Yeah.
if you work into Selenium, so page object module is there, and then other they create the configuration, they create the classes like that. So workflow is like that completely. So suppose we are moving the Tosca, so it
Mhm.
should be where our class knowledge and it on the actual experience.
You will have, I can assure you that. So when once I teach here, right, so how what should be your approach of deciding a test case to automate, what should be your flow of automating it. Okay. So all those things I'll be sharing you. Along with that, right, I'll share you some of my practical experiences also, some of my practical interviews experience also. I will share you what is the real time interview questions they have asked to me. And mm, I'll try to keep it as most relevant to industry, because again, tomorrow after this training you will be going to a job, right? You will be looking for your project upgrade, or you'll be looking for your job changes. So once you go to that job, right, you should not find like what I learned was totally different and what I am doing here it is different. No, it won't be that. Mm, yeah, you can see our reviews also, previous reviews also. And I'm working in the industry, I can assure you that, yeah, you will not find much difference. Obviously when you shift from one company to the company, there will be some differences. But I'll the base what you want, right, the core what you have, where it will be common wherever you go. Like suppose if I'm teaching you order to cash cycle, okay, if I'm teaching you some basics flow of an SAP, that is not going to change. Okay. That is the industry standard. Automating a test cases using Tosca. What are the different process we are following, how the data handling techniques we are following, that is not going to change, it is going to remain same. And how an actual project, how an industry project work, right, I'll be sharing you along the line through my training also. And wherever it is like important interview questions, important points, right, I'll be highlighting and stressing over there, so that you are just aware and you make a note of that.
Okay, Sanjay, yeah, thank you.
Okay.
And will you be? Did you work on API integration, SAP integration with API and EDI, something like that, in automation?
API testing will be covered, as I said, right? Like if you have your
No,
endpoint and
no,
resource.
what I'm asking is SAP and third-party application with API and SAP and third-party application with EDI. Those things, did you ever automated?
Yeah, I have automated. If you ask me about automation, yes, but I've done. But as part of the
No,
course,
no, no. What way I'm asking is, will you be able to give me 1 or 2 documents on that? So that will be helpful in the interviews.
a document I can find out. I can go back and find out, and I can share with you if that is available. But here, right, in training part, setting up the infrastructure also, getting those real time system and setting up the infrastructure, right, could be a difficult. What you're asking, like this is whole about
Yeah,
interview.
that's why. No, I'm only asking for a document, not for.
No, no, I
Yeah,
will.
you can't do that. Yeah, we don't have EDI network and API, so we can't automate it. But at least if you can distribute some, 2, 3 documents, at least we
Mhm.
understand. So tomorrow, if somebody asks in the interview, at least
Yeah.
we can explain.
Sure, sure, Raju. I will try to find something on that and see if it is
Yeah,
possible.
some advanced topics, So
Yeah, I will share.
Sanjay,
Yes,
uh,
Satish.
Sanjay, uh, can you help us to in interview-wise questions and assume preparation and all?
Yeah,
Sanjay,
there will be there'll in the end of the session, right? There'll be a particular sessions regarding to this. So, like resume preparations and interview question along the course I'll be telling you. But again, I'll be sharing you some very specific interview questions. What interviews I take and what I expect people to answer the questions, right? Those questions also I will share it to you. Then there are some high level like 7 years other plus experiences interviews questions from a real time example what I have in my practical world. So those notes also I have ready with me whenever generally when I go for an interview, right, when I give my own interview, I make a note of all questions so that I can reutilize those questions in future. And also what questions I ask when I give an interview, when I take an interview, right, those questions also I will share. So I will share you the maximum questions what an industry can ask. Along the course we will be seeing from an interview perspective also what questions they ask, where they ask. We will stress it out to those points more and more so that you can also make a note of yourself. And there's some again question banks, standard question banks which we have for Tosca, which I can share you, but you can also find it. But I will however I'll share you. And we will keep one session also where we can have a conversation about the question, we can discuss about these questions. And you can be interview ready, and you don't fluctuate in the interview, you go with confidence.
Sanjay, after selection, can we manageable? We can work in SAP module in any company. So after complete this course, Sanjay. So I
Yeah, in
already.
SAP you can see after completing this course, right, I can assure you if you are going and automating an SAP application, right, it will be very easy for you for sure. You will not be new to that. You can automate SAP application on your own.
Any SAP application, any SAP module, right?
Any SAP model. Any see SAP is just a tool, okay? And
Okay.
how Tosca interact with that particular tool, right? So there are some 5 to 10 standard module. How you're scanning that particular thing. So you just have to know the see if you know the manual process, right? Of that particular. If you go to any organization, obviously as an automation engineer, right, you won't be knowing the manual flow. They will teach you this is the manual flow. And since we will be already covering 2 modules, right, you will be very familiar with SAP. You can navigate through different T codes, different section in Tosca, sorry, in SAP. So once
Okay.
they teach you, right, you will be able to do it. Automating, you can do it. I think one module if you automate, right,
Okay.
because you will see how to scan tables in Tosca, how to scan emulated table tree, how to scan menu bar in Tosca, sub toolbar in Tosca. So there are so many things in SAP. Okay, so like all those things, right? Like how if you're getting an any order saved message, verification message, how you're going to verify, how you're going to store a particular value, how you're going to
Okay.
navigate through T code. So all those things, right? I'll be teaching you. So uh,
Okay.
you can do it that on that. Okay.
Okay, Sanjay. So, can you tell me about that Tosca current market? Is it booming or so we can get a job outside? So,
Yes, I mean, it is a booming industry. I see a lot of opening in over here, and there is a good future also because now, right, many S4 HANA project is coming, and a lot of company are trying to migrate it, and and Tosca in itself, right, it is not only used for SAP. If you see in a market, they do workday testing, they do Salesforce testing specifically, very specifically. So those are web applications. So if you know this tool, right, overall, in an end-to-end day, there are many companies which uses Tosca currently, and they have a large customer base. Tricentis has a large customer base for their own. And opening eyes also, I think yes, if you have experiences, right, in current Tosca, there is a lot of openings, and you can find some opportunities for yourself.
okay, okay, Sanjay. Thanks.
So the continuation is class is tomorrow or
Yeah, tomorrow same time.
tomorrow is.
Can these tools be used for performance testing as well, or only functional?
Only functional. Performance testing you have different from Tosca. Neo load I think you have.
Okay.
Sanjay, is it possible to show us in one session the live compare?
Live compare, Tosca live compare.
Yeah,
No, that is not part of the training.
yeah. Can you just demo from one scenario? It's not possible.
Well, I have not checked that, but if it is possible, definitely I will do it.
Okay, thank you.
Will you also cover CI/CD part also, or in automation, or?
See, I will be covering batch testing using Tosca, using TC shell, and CI/CD straightforward. We are in short of infrastructure. Okay, so suppose if you, I can show you, like you can install Jenkins, you can push your whatever TC shell script you write, right? I can show you. I can share you KV articles of that. But we want to host a system where we want to have a valid server license and hosting things to make the CI/CD actually work. Okay, basically CI, continuous integration part. So those things, right? Again, I can share you the knowledge article. I can share you some very good videos which I have, uh, which can help you definitely to integrate Tosca with Jenkins. You can I can share you something with, if you're having ADO, Azure DevOps. If you're looking something specifically to GitHub Actions, right? So I can share you some documents on that, but it is not part of a course. That is, it is an advanced level topics what you're talking about, and you have to know some DevOps concept to do this at least. And provided you need to set up a proper infrastructure when you're doing this. There are a lot of tools, and again, the training agenda what we have, right? Automating SAP, and the hours of training what we have, we will deviate from that. So definitely I will not leave you blank on that part. I'll give you some push, but that is a whole agenda in the market.
Okay, thank you. So there
Okay.
are certain things that you can't automate using Tosca also,
Yeah,
like from
obviously.
SAP.
uh, uh, in to like, see, there is not like not like you can automate 100%. Okay, there are always disadvantages of a particular tool which you will be having. So but that disadvantage, right, will not stop you from um, like deciding on the tool or going for an automation itself. Like, suppose I'll just give an example. If you have something related to WebDriver script, if you know, right, you have a WebDriver applications where application will
Mhm.
be running on the WebDriver. So automating those application, right, there'll be issue with Tosca. You can automate, still you can automate, but identifying this element, making it robust, will be a challenging part. Then there are some of the different tables or something which um, complex, very very complex table. Again, 99.99% it will automate, but there are some 0.01% chances that, yeah, those things I have seen, automating those, right, is not possible. But in a real time, right, what has happened, Tosca has come up with a new technology called Vision AI. Okay, so using that Vision AI component, right now, you can automate many things. So there are challenges, like out of 10, one time there'll be challenges, but through different techniques, like overcoming of that. But yes, definitely, I can't say you can automate each and everything with Tosca. There will be some set of point whichever I have seen, and that is why we do feasibility check before even starting automation, right? We perform feasibilities. So we look into that feasibility, if the test case is really suitable for automation or not. um, uh, yeah.
So you don't need any language at all, like C sharp, Visual Basic, or something like you for automation.
No,
Okay,
nothing.
sometimes.
No, nothing, completely codeless, zero coding.
Okay. So you will also cover installation of Tosca and then configuring and then also, or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
right from scratch?
everything from a very scratch. Okay, from
Mm.
installation, setting up the infrastructure, and doing everything, right, it will be covered.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, Suren. Okay, I think we are coming to an end of our session. If anybody has anything, please go ahead, or else we can stop our session over here. It was very good talking to you guys. Very wonderful questions, very thoughtful questions you have asked.
Uh, yeah, one question. Actually, we are very new to SAP, so we can able to learn it from this course.
Definitely, 110%, I can assure you. So in my previous batch also, right, there were so many people. I think 70% of the people didn't knew SAP. But by the end of the things, right, it is very easy. Okay, just you have to take it as a challenge, and I'll be there with you. I'll be going initially. I'll be going slowly. People who know SAP, fine. People who don't know SAP, I will go very slowly. I'll make you are in line with that until unless you understand, right? I will not be proceeding it. It is not just a matter of like 30 hours I need to finish the session. 30 hours is more than enough. That is what I would say. But uh, if you require any additional sessions to complete this course, right, I'm okay with that. I'll extend as much as possible, and I'll make sure that you are at least understanding the whole SAP point of view. Okay, even SAP also, right, I'll start from a very scratch. It's not like I'll go into an air and I will just start automating and not give any basic knowledge. From a very starting, very basics of an SAP, we will cover it. Okay.
And it is Monday to Saturday class or Monday to Sunday?
Monday to Friday, I believe that was
Okay.
communicated, right? Weekday session.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. If nothing else, we can drop, guys. We will continue tomorrow. Whatever slides I couldn't show you, right, I will show you tomorrow, and we will see. I was about to give a small demo also, but we will give a small. I'll try to give a small demo on tomorrow session, and we'll continue forward. Okay, I'm looking forward all of you to join and learn the best. And also, not just to mention, there'll be certification also covered. There are 4 certifications: AS1, AS2, TDS1, TDS2, and any certification which you want to do. Okay, Tosca architect certification, anything, that support will be provided by me, and you can clear a certification. 100% you can clear a certification. And because if you go for an interview, right, they ask for the certifications. Okay, so whoever want help, whoever has done, well and good. Whoever has not done and want some help from my end, I'm ready to support and give you on those also. Okay. And I think most of you would be aware of the fees structure. And there's a link shared for Tosca course content also. So you can go back and see the course content. You can see the structure, fee structure. If you still have anything, right, please get in touch with Lakshmi or anyone from Isha Center, right, Isha Institute, whomever you feel, or you can post your questions in the group. We will try to take from there. Okay. Regarding registration part, enrolling into the course, anything, right? If you have anything, please reach out to Shravani or Lakshmi, anyone from Isha, right? You can reach out to them, or you can just post it in a group, and they will be able to help you out. Okay.
You, Sanjay. Thank you.
Yes, Sunny.
Yeah.
Sorry, you have something?
No. I'm just saying thank you.
Okay, then, guys, thank you
Yeah.
so much for joining, and have a good rest of your day. We will see tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.